The Detroit Lions opted not to draft a wide receiver in the NFL draft. And a lot of you thought that we could maybe take Leggett somewhere in the first round. And then after the first and second rounds went past, we thought maybe we would take, I know I did, I thought we could take a wide receiver and that we would take a wide receiver in the NFL draft. But we elected not to do that. We took a few in undrafted free agency. Now, as far as I'm concerned, those guys are going against the grain. They're going uphill. It's going to be very difficult for those guys to make the team. And if they do, what position? Will they be relegated to special teams or will they actually hold a place on the 53-man roster? Now, we also have that 7th round pick from last year, Antoine Green, who looks like he's going to be wide receiver number 5 if the Detroit Lions don't make a play for someone else in free agency. With that being said, here are, and I got this from Sideline Report. Shout out to my guy, Brad Behrman, but this is not from him. This is from Ryan Heckman. And this is 4 free agents the Lions must target after the NFL draft. Let's take a look at it and you can tell me what you think. Now, the very first one is DJ Chark. DJ Chark is the first one that they are saying that the Lions should try to get at wide receiver. Now, I can say that DJ Chark was a guy that he only played 11 games for us in 2022. And then he left because he wanted to be the number 1. He said the opportunity was something he couldn't pass up. He winds up going to Carolina and then loses the number 1 spot to a guy that is probably 5 or 6 years older than him and Adam Thielen. I mean, Adam Thielen was playing like a man reborn, a man on fire. So he wind up going there, even though he didn't really want to per se leave. He went there for the opportunity and he wind up being number 2 at best anyway. So I think that's kind of ironic how that works. So DJ Chark as a wide receiver, I'll give you my thoughts on these, who I could see us bringing back or who I would prefer us to bring back at the end of the video. Number 2, Mercedes Lewis tight end. See, I don't think that we need to bring a tight end in here. I don't think we need to. We picked up Isaac Rex in undrafted free agency out of BYU. The dude has a lot of potential. And I think that with our tight end room now, that we have plenty of tight ends. I mean, worst case scenario, you bump James Mitchell out. I think James Mitchell is the one in danger. It's not going to be Brock Wright. We just matched the San Francisco 49ers offer for him. It's not going to obviously be Sam Laporta, and it could be James Mitchell. Then you have Shane Zylstra. I want to call him Zane all the time. Shane Zylstra, who probably will be practice squad or something like that. So I could see Isaac bumping out James heading into his 3rd year. So I'm going to disagree. I don't think that we need either one of these guys. Well, no, these guys coming up. Now, this one right here is absolutely preposterous. Odell Beckham Jr., that makes 0 sense. I'm going to tell you why. And Lawrence Guy, the defensive tackle, I think we have enough defensive tackle. So if you haven't guessed already, it should be pretty obvious who I think that the Detroit Lions could and maybe should bring back. But Odell Beckham Jr., let's talk about him for a little bit. The Lions had an opportunity. This is all you need to know. Back in year 1, when the Lions were picking first in the waiver wire, Odell Beckham asked to be released from the Browns. He was. And we were first on the waiver wire. We could have claimed him. We would have had to pick up the remainder of his salary for that year. And we chose not to do that. I knew we weren't going to do it. Odell Beckham, you talk about a guy who doesn't fit the team. Odell Beckham does not fit the team. Instead, just a little while longer, I want to say a week or 2 longer, not even that, Josh Reynolds asked for his release from the Titans, and we wind up bringing him in, and the rest is history. So I'm going to say no. And as far as the defensive tackle, I think we got more than enough. A lot of you guys think that Broderick Martin is going to take a huge leap in year 2. So why would we need another defensive tackle? We brought in one in free agency. We've got Levi. We've got Josh, who plays DT. We've got Reader. We've got defensive tackles galore. What we don't have is that other position. As a matter of fact, what we don't have is that's what we don't have. But as far as Odell Beckham Jr., no, not a chance, no way, no how. So if you haven't guessed by now, who is the individual that I think that we should bring in when it comes to wide receiver? I think that we should definitely bring back DJ Chark. I really do. The Lions didn't make a move in free agency at all for a wide receiver. And we brought back Marvin Jones Jr., who didn't even play under this regime. If you remember correctly, when he left, when Marvin Jones Jr. left, was the first year of Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell. He went to the Jacksonville Jaguars for 2 years, and he didn't really look the same when he returned to the Detroit Lions. So I'm going to say DJ Chark, I wouldn't mind bringing him back. Now, Brad Holmes, and this is what I be trying to tell y'all. Like, y'all get mad at me when your general manager is the one making the decisions. I'm literally a dude sitting in his basement. I don't understand what all the adversity, why do I have to go through so much? Because I don't agree with everything he does, but I'm not the one that makes these decisions. I'm just the one that talk about him. So DJ Chark was paid $10.5 million guaranteed for 1 year. He played 11 games, and in that 11 games, he had over 500 yards. Okay, we need a guy that can stretch the field. We only have one of those. His name is Jameson Williams. Now, I understand, well, this could take targets from Jameson Williams. I disagree, because Jameson Williams already has people taking targets away from him. Right now, where would you put Jameson Williams on the depth chart as far as opportunity? Right now, I'm going to put him at least three. At least three. So if DJ Chark, what I'm looking for is J-Mo, a field stretcher, and DJ Chark on the other side. Now, a lot of you think Donovan Peoples-Jones could be that guy, and he very well could. I mean, he was kind of a field stretcher. I look at him more as a 50-50 ball guy than a field stretcher. But I know DJ Chark can do it. I know he can do it. Now, a lot of you guys like, well, he didn't stay healthy. I'm going to tell you when he didn't stay healthy. He didn't stay healthy when the Detroit Lions brought him in. He wind up taking that time off, 4 games off, put himself on IR, and got cleanup surgery on his ankle. He wound up having another surgery after he left or something like that, but it didn't really hinder his progress, because check this out. Let's look at his stats. His stats for 2023. 35 receptions. Oh, nope, not that, because I'm on the wrong. I don't know why that happened. So hold on. Wait a minute now. Okay, so that means that is not okay. So there we go. That's how that was going to work. So I have to fix that. So when we look at his statistics for 2023, he had 35 receptions. That's ridiculous. It really is. Out of those 35 receptions, 525 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 15 yards per catch. It looks a lot like he did in Detroit. Look at Detroit. He had 30 receptions. He had 502 yards. He averaged more per catch, and he had 3 touchdowns. So this guy here, DJ Chark, but look at this. He played 15 games. He only missed 2 in his time in Carolina. So for me, I wouldn't mind if we brought DJ Chark back. At this point, I mean, I would probably assume that he has to realize he's not going to be a number one. He's not going to be a number one anywhere he goes. I mean, here it is that Calvin Ridley is somewhere else. So DJ Chark is probably in that zone where he's like, you know what? I'm not going to be a number one. He's familiar with the city of Detroit. He likes the city of Detroit. I mean, he helped us to build that culture, that we took into last year. And now last year we go to the NFC title game. I'm sure he would probably be scratching to come back. For him, I think it's more about the opportunity than the money, because we paid him. Matter of fact, we wind up voiding. He's getting paid. He's on our books for this season coming up, but those years are voided. But if you look on the books, like in red, DJ Chark is still there. I think it's $1 million. He got 10.5. The entire thing was guaranteed. He took 5 in Carolina. I'm thinking, hey, bring DJ Chark on a super cheap deal. If we paid Donovan Peoples-Jones $2 million, I could see us bringing. And you guys love like Brad Holmes. Y'all don't mind him being cheap, right? So as far as when it comes to free agents, so if he brings back DJ Chark, what? $3 million, $4 million, you can guarantee the whole thing, bring him back, have him stretch the field. So now when it comes to field stretchers, you cannot just shut down Jameson Williams and that's it. If you think about it, our deep balls, you guys talk about Jared Goff a lot and how he can't throw the deep ball. Well, we got to give him somebody to throw the deep ball too. We'll see. And I know a lot of you guys feel like Donovan Peoples-Jones can. I know what he can do, and we saw him do it in Cleveland. But the thing I have to say is, will he do that here? We haven't seen it. Is it potentially that he can do it? Yeah, but we haven't seen it. So let me know your thoughts, man. DJ Chark. Should the Lions entertain bringing back DJ Chark? 1 year super cheap deal. We're talking about $4 million, all guaranteed. we could sign him and still have money to spare. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget, this channel is brought to you by subscribers, viewers, and members just like you. And my member screen has been updated, so look for your name there. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. I hope this works.